We want to address a disturbing trend that continues to threaten our democracy and the safety of our communities. On Sunday, December 29, 2024, in the 72nd community in Painesville City, two individuals were brutally murdered in an act of mob justice for allegedly stealing a motorcycle. One of those victims was captured on camera being mobbed to death, and the other was subsequently killed as well. This heinous act of violence is totally unacceptable, and it goes against the principles of justice, human rights, and dignity that we as a nation have subscribed to and continue to aspire to improve in our country. The Liberia National Police, we condemn this action very strongly, and we can assure the public that the perpetrators will be brought to justice. The EU investigation is ongoing. We have been able to make full arrest of suspects that we can place on the scene. We're trying to see if we can connect them to the video. But as far as we are, we've been able to place those suspects on the scene where the incident occurred. We're also gravely concerned over the wave of increasing attack on motorcyclists as well. There's been numerous attacks over the last 2 months on motorcyclists leading to death. Between Kanta, PA, and Monrovia, we've had at least five incidents of shooting leading to the death and subsequent stealing of motorcycles from different victims at different points in time. And this trend is very alarming. We have the intelligence department working closely with the criminal investigation. They have being able to identify some of these suspects. One have been picked up in to these what seem to be gang-related activities because the MO is very, very consistent with all of the attacks that we see. Um, we're also concerned about the issue of the homicide of Princess Wu, who was fatally stabbed by Will Jala, who was subsequently arrested and charged with numerous crimes, including murder, aggravated assault, and has been found to court for prosecution. He is currently detained at the Buga Central Prison in prosecution. Yesterday, we were informed of a call from the Sincor community reporting an incident involving Mr. Anwar Futlu, the general manager of Boulevard Palace. Mr. Futlu was uh, he was reported to have ingested some chemical, a declogger, one of those things that you use to pour in the drain to declog it and rush to the medical facility. It was later pronounced dead. We are investigating circumstances surrounding his death. Uh, Initial look of things, it looks synonymous to suicide. However, we are keeping an open mind in the investigation as I speak to you. Coroner inquest is ongoing for on the remains of Mr. Fuji. Coroner should be reporting within the next few hours. Once that is done, we will have a definite conclusion in the matter. But for now, it has all of the elements of suicide until we can get the final word from the coroner. Uh, Hold on to what we have. We have brought in people to assist with the investigation. These are people who were in his line of movement yesterday, and they are fully cooperating with me. some closure at this matter until we can get the current approach to the police. As an organization, we're deeply concerned of a case of gender-based violence, which have affected not only civilians but also female officers within the National other security agencies. The LMP categorically condemn any form of violence, especially gender-based violence. These acts undermine the core values of justice, equality, and human rights that our institutions stand for. The acts of violence are not just criminal acts, but also assault on every basic fabric of our society. The Liberia National Police strongly condemn the incidents, and we are investigating all of these issues. Sometimes, I mean, even within the system, we fail to exhaust all of the avenues that are available to us. So that when these issues happen, we have to continue to consistently remind the officers that there are different levels of engagement that you can seek redress from these issues. So we will encourage female actors within the law enforcement body to continue to utilize these different channels whenever, I mean, you feel in any way, if you just feel that it doesn't have to be physical, if you just believe that that action in any way suggests to you that it is an advancement on you, please use those the mediums that are available to you and test the system. Uh, we are going to do everything we can to get to the bottom of it. But for now, we are looking into all of these allegations that are not just for the Liberia National Police, but other law enforcement bodies. The fire incident at the Capitol, the investigation is ongoing. We have elements pointing to arson. However, we are looking at specialists to come in, international actors to come in and conclude. Now we have identified some people of interest that we are talking to. There's absolutely no one on arrest, but there are people who the police continue to speak with on a daily basis, to lead from one place to another. And we're following all of the leads at this point in time. So we're hoping that we can get the foreign investigators in as soon as possible. And once it is concluded, then we will move on next. I know everybody have got tons of questions, so I'll stop here. Questions.
So, okay, let me
I didn't even stand, but she got it first. No, 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 I'm just joking.
No,
I'm just joking.
I have to say my name is Martha Khan. I'm concerned about two basic things. There have been numerous reports that we just outlined few how that's on the highway, but even in town, there are a lot of complaints from motorcycle and motorbike road police that they hire them. A lot of pretend carrying get there sometimes, but then they get a bike. So I really want to know why you think people will go that route to be more people allocation of motorbike roads? Is it that things have been made, police not intervene, or what? That's the first question. The next one has to do with will you stay investigating? But please tell us where was this body discovered, and how were you able to just explain that?
Yes.
Let me deal with that. Let me deal with two questions first. So the motorcycle issue that we're talking about, it's something that's been going on for a while, for a couple of years now. At first, it was based right in the Gardnersville area, and so we had a focus in that area, addressing it. We sent teams there to deal with that issue. It has subsided in that area, and we've moved to other parts of town. The MO, normally they'll stop you as a passenger. Sometimes they come with a syringe and then inject substances. Other times they offer you something to drink, and once you take that, you fall asleep and then they take it back. Then they've elevated it now to getting on as passenger and just shooting the rider and taking the bike away. So we've made several arrests. We've had numerous cases prosecuted on this issue. So it's not something that the police have not been dealing with. We've had several people detained at the Central Prison for prosecution in line with that issue. Like you said, over the issue of mob violence, why is it on the increase? I mean, there are multiple reasons why you see more justice in any society. One of the things that we have been dealing with since we took over is the issue of low trust in law enforcement. That lack of trust and legitimacy uh, can just be on law enforcement, but it goes to the entire justice and rule of law sector. Sometimes when people believe that they question the workings of the system, tend to want to take law into their hand. That's why you see the engagement, trying to build trust and legitimacy, but it just doesn't stop with trust. Because when we arrest and follow the court, we do not control what happens beyond that point. One of the things that we as a nation strive for, trust not just in local law enforcement, in the entire justice and rule of law system. Uh, the issue of the manager of Boulevard Palace, it's my understanding that the call came from the humanitarian house on 9th Street. Uh, Look, at this point in time, I think I want us to be a little sensitive to the plight of the family, hold on to some of these issues. I think they're hurting their money at this point. Let us just be a little civilized and not start to already started in connection to his death. This particular issue that we're investigating, any other uh, went to the humanitarian house, bathroom with a bag from the supermarket containing the declugger. And when he started to scream, the security went in. I'd like to stop here. I mean, on that issue, just for respect for the family. To the public, so far so good. There's no connection to any form of homicide.
Thank you, Aji. I'm Aaron Talu. I go for LNTV. On Christmas Day and day after Christmas, there's a report that a 39 years old named Amos Johnson allegedly murdered his father in the 72nd Basel community. How far you going with that investigation?
He was arrested, charged, and he has been forwarded to.
Yes, my name is Fabian Priya and I report for Today is exactly 14 days according to what you just told us that the one is under arrest of interest. being foreign investigators. I'm concerned about the Liberian National Police fighting foreign investigators. Why this time? Trying to
So the Liberia National Police is not a fire entity. Even though we have put everything on us in the contribution, we wholeheartedly take it because we're willing to show up whenever anything happens. We do not have that expertise. More so, as much as we are aware of, and as much as our little understanding of fire investigation goes, if we even tell you all right now, say this is an arson, you put a political spin into it, and the next thing will be, oh, they just lie and stuff like that. So let the people who are expert come in and help us with this particular part of the investigation so that we can have it from at least independent verifiers as well. So this is a joint security investigation with the National Fire Service. The request has been made to the U.S. government through mutual legal assistance and a follow-up diplomatic note. We're hoping that we should have that assistance. Yeah.
Just a follow-up to a question. Can you tell us the name of the person of interest? Speaker, part of those of interest?
No, I can't tell you the names of those. Next.
Yeah. So in connection to that question, the Liberia Fire Service went at the building where the incident occurred. Was there any initial report given to the Liberia National Police by the Liberia Fire Service?
Well, they're doing a joint investigation and they're sharing all of the pieces of evidence that they pick up, all of the findings, everything are jointly shared. So not an official report to the police, but we are working together.
So we'll take one more question.
The last
and then-
question.
last question.
Still, the Senate has approved 1.8 million billion. Now you still on board. How soon investigation to come to?
Well, it can be as soon as possible. Expertise that we have requested is provided, then we will be able to conclude the investigation is now on. Whatever that expertise is provided. So they can have 2 minutes instead of renovating the building.
So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, thank you for coming. The RG is accessible anytime. You want to be
Thank you
followed.
all. Happy New Year.
Mr. Haji?
Any
Haji,
idea?
Mr. Haji, please don't tell me.